What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary reaction video. With no further ado, let's go. As always, family, though, before we get started, I always like to let off my thoughts and my perspective, let alone my commentary based on the information we receive face value from the video. And then I like to ask you guys a couple questions, and then we create amazing, positive conversation down in the comments down below. And that's what it's about, having great conversation with each other, family, and creating dialogue, right? And asking the questions that then can create dialogue that we can continue to have conversation based off of. So with no further ado, let's get straight into the video.
If there's a draft,
oh my God,
you can take Bird or LeBron. So let's say I take Larry at this age when I think he averaged 30, 10, and 7, something like that, and LeBron right now. So you got Larry Legend
okay,
or
now
LeBron.
what rules are we playing to?
We're playing today's rules.
Oh, I gotta go with Larry Joe.
Look at all the sourceful, informative individuals sitting there in line with the computers. He said, "What rules are we playing to?" He said, "Oh, my man getting crazy." Adrenaline
I gotta
pumping.
go with Larry Joe. In today's rules, you can't touch him.
Yeah.
And Larry, so this is 27, 28-year-old Larry and 27, 28-year-old LeBron,
Yeah.
right? Or is he 30 now, right? 30.
Yeah.
So 30-year-old Larry, 30-year-old LeBron.
Okay, give me Bird's stats at 30,
At
Paulie.
30.
Because that was an MVP season, I think.
Yeah. Wow. 30 points a game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block.
30 points a game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block.
Can I answer that question now? Larry Joe.
Yeah. So
Larry
he averaged
Joe.
30.
We ain't even get to acknowledging Larry Bird's LeBron's stats yet. That was just a straight shutdown. Whoa. Can I answer your question now? Larry Joe.
Then.
Wait, run it back.
So
Larry
if he
Joe.
averaged 30 back then, you take Larry Joe.
Larry Joe for the win. Larry Joe for the win.
Larry Joe for the win, family. You got to clap it up every single time. Larry Legend, Bird is the word. You name it, man.
Welcome to Raw Sports TV 20 with Bird looking something.
Hold up.
LeBron James as the best small situation.
Hold up, run it back a little bit.
Now I'm definitely going to have to agree with Reggie Miller in this situation that I'm definitely going to take Larry Bird over LeBron James as the best small forward of all times, any day, all day. Let's just look at something very simple. Career shooting splits. Larry Bird 50% from the field. LeBron 50% from the field. Larry Bird is 38% from the three-point line. LeBron is 34%.
Larry Bird is 38% from the three-point line. LeBron is probably... LeBron, let me guess. Percentage probably like 20, 15... 20% or 15%. I'm not even joking.
And
No, 34%. I don't believe that. LeBron 3 sucks, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, LeBron.
Larry Bird is a 90% free throw shooter. LeBron James 73%. So I'm definitely going to go with Larry Bird.
Of course.
In terms of shooting percentages, he's the better shooter.
Now, I asked this question to you guys, family. Based on the percentages, you can see that Larry Bird free throw is 90%, LeBron 73%. From the three, from the 3-point, LeBron is 34%, Larry Bird is 38%. With those percentages, family, let alone if there was a shot on a line and they had to make a shot and the shot had to cost you your life. So if it's a game of basketball and Larry Bird had to take one shot and LeBron had to take one shot, based on these percentages, family, who are you going with? Who are you going to pick? I'm picking Larry Joe Bird just for the simple fact that 9 times out of 10, I don't buy them percentages in regards of LeBron with 3-point. Man, LeBron, to me, from my perspective, his 3-point is like 20%. Larry Bird, I don't even believe his is 38%. My man, to me, is like 90% when it comes to the 3-point, because Larry going to chuck them threes and he going to make them because he's very strategic about it. LeBron is going to focus on, taking the last shot or coming up with this game-winning shot he's constantly anticipating, which leads him to fail with the three-point all the time. Now, as far as the free throws, I think that's self-explanatory. With LeBron being 73% and Larry Bird being 90%, I'm going with Larry Bird. So, and just based on their style of gameplay, the physicality is way different versus Larry Bird era and LeBron era. Larry Bird era was very physical. This area now for today's NBA and with LeBron being in it, you can barely, like Reggie said, you can barely touch him. So my question to you guys, family, if your life was on the line and you had to take one basketball player to make a shot, who you picking, Larry Bird or LeBron James?
Free throw shooter, LeBron James, 73%. So I'm definitely going to go with Larry Bird in terms of shooting percentages. He's the better shooter. He's more clutch. He's more efficient when it comes down to shooting the basketball. Now let's get some career stats. Larry Bird, 24 points per game. LeBron, 27 points per game. Larry Bird, 10.
Larry Bird, 24 points a game
per game.
LeBron James.
LeBron, 27 points per game. Larry Bird, 10 rebounds per game. He edges out LeBron, 7.5. Assists per game, 6.3 on Larry Bird. LeBron, 7.2. Steals per game. Larry Bird, 1.7. LeBron, 1.5. Again, 50% from the field. But remember, most of LeBron's points are scored through transition.
Yeah, down in the break. Fast break points. That's what I'm saying. But if you was really to guard up LeBron, I mean, my man going to be crying for a foul. Let's be real here. My man going to be anticipating a foul. You can barely touch him. And it's just a simple fact that Larry Bird is more of an overall rounded player for me. LeBron is a one-way player to me. Fast break points. He'll dish out a couple fancy assists. But overall, the efficiency isn't there for LeBron for me. That's my perspective. Let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like Larry Bird is an overall better player and overall player than LeBron when it comes to being a team player? That's what I mean by overall player.
Layups and dunks. He really doesn't have a really good mid-range. Larry Bird was But remember, most of LeBron's points are scored through transition, layups and dunks. He really doesn't have a really good mid-range. Larry Bird was a better mid-range shooter. And once again, from the free throw line, 90%.
Now I do gotta give LeBron his little credit. He did master a little bit of the fadeaway, post-up fadeaway shot mid-range a little bit, but he's still not a good mid-range shooter. I agree.
Free throw line, and 73%. LeBron James. So Larry Bird, like I said, is edging him out in that category. Another thing that we need to pay attention to is that when LeBron James made or was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers, they missed the playoffs the first two seasons. Well, Larry Bird in 1979 led the Boston Celtics to 61 wins and finished fourth in MVP race. 80-81, second in MVP race with 62 wins. 81-82, 63 wins, second in MVP. Let's skip down to 83-84. He was first in MVP voting with 62 wins. 5 finals in that time period, 3 titles, 3 MVPs, 2 finals MVPs. He did this in that time period. So he accomplished much more than LeBron did
in a short amount of time. And that's what makes Larry Bird so amazing. Just imagine if he had today's information to sustain himself more longer than he had due to his injuries and so forth. Come on, man. Come on. And I feel like LeBron is just more of a scorer. He just goes to fast break and transition, scores. Draws fouls. Larry Bird cuts to the basket, transitions. I feel like LeBron just stands around. That's what I mean by he's not an overall team player. He'll dish out a couple fancy plays, but then he'll stand in the corner and watch his teammates do their thing when they got the ball. And then when he got the ball, he's trying to set something up. Larry Bird will set something up strategically, not just for himself, but his players as well. His teammates.
He played the short period that he played. LeBron is still playing, yet he hasn't passed Michael Jordan in accomplishments. But going back, not just Michael Jordan, but just looking at Larry Bird. Larry Bird was able to get this done quicker.
Yep.
It was more efficient. And LeBron spent 11 seasons with the Cleveland Cavaliers and only won them one ring. Larry Bird won multiple rings for the Boston Celtics.
Yes,
so I have to
indeed.
agree with Reggie Miller. I'm definitely going to go with Larry Bird as the best small forward of all time. He's not airballing free throws, not afraid to take that last shot. Comment below, let me know what you think, if you agree with Reggie Miller on his assessment. I'm going there too. Larry Bird all day. Did it in a tougher era, physical era, not this cupcake era that we are watching today where you can't guard or touch LeBron. Or
that's more like tasty cake era. Let's go that way.
Touch any player without it being a flagrant foul.
Indeed.
Period.
Period.
Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know.
Period, family. So, family, let me know what you think about it. Y'all heard the statistics. Y'all heard the explanations from my opinion, and also the videos on a perspective of who's more efficient. So, I ask you, who you picking in their 30s? Larry Bird or LeBron James, family? Comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, family, love you. Spread that peace, love, and positivity. On that note, family, until next time, peace.